what's from your own view, research, and everything? What's Valentine?
Okay. Valentine is the day that people share love. They get to meet with each other. They go out. They share love and exchange gifts. So basically, in our world today, that is what Valentine is all about. A season of love, of sharing love.
Okay,
Yes.
a season of the celebration of love and showing of affection. Okay, but does it have to be? Okay, let me just skip that question first. So we show love to friends, families, less privileged, everyone, regardless of gender, regardless of status. Yeah. So, brief history of Valentine.
Okay. From what I know,
Yeah.
the brief history of Valentine is about a saint
Okay.
called Saint Valentine.
A priest.
Yeah, a priest. Yeah. So then in Rome, the he was arrested because of he got to get singles to marry, and behind the law he went against the law, so he got them arranged marriage and all of that.
Secret marriage.
Yes. And so because of that he was jailed, and then while in jail something happened that he met the jailer's daughter. Yeah, he met the jailer's daughter, and then he got to fall in love with her. And then on the day of his persecution was supposed to be 14th of February. I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. So that was the day he was brought out to be killed. That was the day he was brought out to be killed, 14th of February. So because of that, he wrote a letter to the girl trying to explain himself, that he loved her and all of that.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of the letter, it was signed Valentine. So from
Alright.
there, they got to adopt 14th of February as a day of marking Valentine, to remember a memorial of Saint Valentine. That was all I think I knew about how Valentine is like a brief
From my
history.
own research, what I got to get was that it was a day. Was it a day? No, Valentine was about a man named Saint Valentine, a priest. Yeah, a Christian priest. Then, who legally had the right to perform marriage, and the emperor gave a decree that the young single men were better soldiers than the married ones and the ones with children. So he cancelled, outlawed marriage for young men. So Saint Valentine went against that law and was secretly performing marriages for young people, and he got him sentenced to death. And so the day Valentine was a memorial, or is a memorial of him. Yes, I think, yeah. There are different things when you go on research and all of that. But so if this day is now a memorial, not if now. So basically, we now have some misconceptions about this particular day, which is supposed to be a memorial. Yeah. Such misconception now is the fact that Valentine, which is meant to be a day of love, showing of love and affection and the rest of them, is now being said to be a day for lovers. Is it supposed to be? It's a day of showing love, and you can show love to anybody, anytime.
Well, it's not supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
It's not a day for lovers. Like we said, it's a memorial
Yeah.
of Saint Valentine. So it shouldn't be a day for only lovers.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be a day you should show love to everyone and anyone around you.
So it's not meant for only lovers. Okay. Another misconception now is the fact that love, since the name Val tends to be called love, and love is meant to be expressed any day, anytime, is there supposed to be a specific specific day that love is supposed to be shown?
No, there's not supposed to be a specific day that love is supposed to be shown. We show love every day to those around us, but this particular day has just been chosen as a day of celebrating Saint Valentine. So I think it's just a misconception, like you said. So people just choose to only show love or only celebrate Valentine on that particular day.
Okay. Another one again is the fact that it's the fact that the female gender believe that, or one gender believe that it's he or she is supposed to be treated better than the other person. Is it supposed to be so?
No.
Like, I'm the female and we're in a relationship, or we are couples, and I now feel like, okay, you are supposed to shower me with love because it is Valentine.
Valentine is supposed to be for both ways, either gender. It can even be for both the same genders. It doesn't have to be between a guy and a lady, or it doesn't have to be between. So it has to be between. It can be between a lady and a lady and a guy. So it's just a way of you expressing love. And like we said, you can show love to anybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
If you have to get a gift, does it have to be expensive?
Well, that's another misconception. Most people believe that you have to get a very expensive gift, if not they don't feel it. But regardless, it's a gift, so whatever you give, it should be something that the person should appreciate.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be an expensive gift.
Alright, so we live in a generation where they believe that everything has to be done around sex.
Okay.
So it is believed that Valentine has to be fashioned around sex. The pre-Valentine day is called condom day, something where they share free condoms, something like that, should I call it devilish or some sort of demonic affairs where they share condom, so that what will happen, so that you can go and have sex because it is Valentine. So our generation and believe that Valentine is sex day, where you give your body, you sell your body out so cheaply to a man who is probably undeserving of you, unworthy of you, a body that Christ paid for. Is it supposed to be such?
It's sad. Like we said, it's a misconception. Like, that means they didn't get it right. So Valentine is not about sex, and sex is not Valentine.
Yeah.
So it's just a misconception. We don't have to have sex on Valentine's Day. There's no rule. That's why he was a saint.
Yeah, he was a
If you
priest.
look at him, he was a priest, he was a saint. So we don't have to have sex on Valentine's Day before you know that you're celebrating Valentine. It shouldn't be so.
Yeah. Basically, Valentine is not in the Bible, right?
Yeah, there's no place in the Bible that.
So for us, every day, if the term Valentine is love, for us as Christians, every day is Valentine. Because love, right? Who is love? God. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. I think the best Valentine gift you can ever give to anybody is the love of Christ. And the Bible says that devoted to one another in love, honor one another above yourself. So as Christians, being devoted to one another in love is a command, yeah, and it is something from the Bible. It means we are to show love to everyone around us every day. We have the love of Christ, and that is the best Valentine gift you can give to anybody, and not your body, for Christ's sake. This body was paid for. It has been paid for. And the Bible made us to understand that in Galatians, that it is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. For I have been crucified with him and risen with him in victory. So it is not my body. It is now Christ that lives in this body. So this body is not the Valentine gift you should give to any man. So as Christians, the best Valentine gift you can give to anybody while you are celebrating the memorial of Saint Valentine is the love of Christ. Yes, and we encourage everyone out there that to celebrate this memorial, celebrate it sharing the love of Christ. Visit the orphanage, visit the less privileged. Valentine is not a day to
Food, share your clothes.
yes, Valentine is not a day to sell your body to anybody. God bless you. Amen.